So this is our syllabus and weightage. Okay, so we are having 3 units, and for every unit we are having uh, that first unit consists of 3 chapters, second unit 11 chapters, third one 3 chapters. Okay, the weightage also you can see: unit 1 10 marks, unit 2 45 marks, unit 3 15 marks. Okay, so now we will start the first chapter of the first unit. Okay, everyone ready, students? Students, everyone ready? Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. So you can take the screenshots. Otherwise, I will forward this material. So I will give the link of this material. Okay. But anyway, that real time class will be very easy. So you should take notes whenever the class going on. Okay. Anyway, I will show you the screen for more than 5 minutes. Every screen. So you can take the screen. You can take the content, everything to your material. Okay, your classwork note. Okay, if you need time means you can request me. Okay. So this is the first thing that we already know in the basics. What is a computer? Okay. The yesterday also I show you. The computer is a electronic device. Okay, electronic device. So what are the things it can do? Means under the control of instructions stored in its memory. Okay, that can accept the data. First thing, it can accept the data, that is input. Then it can process the data according to specified rules, that is called processing, that is a program. Okay, then third one is produce information based on the set of rules. Okay, so that information is a output. Okay, then finally it stores those information for future use. These are the four things a computer can do. Okay, so here you should know, already I told you that we are having four type of operations. First one is input, second one processing, that is process, third one output, fourth one storing. Okay, students, clear? These are the four things a computer can do. Okay, so here the input we are giving a data. Okay, we are giving a data, and it processing and it produces an information. Okay, you can clearly see one thing. Yes, CB, everyone, you should take the notes from today. Okay, today we have started our class. Okay, so everyone take your classwork note and take notes. So whatever the important things you feel, you can note it in your classwork note. Anyway, you will get book shortly. Okay, no issues. And I will share this online materials to you. Everything I will finish it and I will share with you unit wise, chapter wise. Don't worry. Okay. Everyone understood? For any queries, you can use the chat
Yes, sir.
box. You can message me. Okay. Yes. Okay, CB. Okay. So the data will be processed and it produces as an information. Okay. So now what is data? What is information? Students, anyone know what is data? What is information? Any meaning? Anyone know? Data means what? Information means what? Students? No or don't know. You can reply me anything. Okay. Okay. So I give you an example. You can clearly see. So see, I give some example for data. Okay. So here Raja is a data. So what is Raja, students? Students, Raja means what? Raja. Students, anyone? It's a name. Okay. Then age is 16. This is also a data. Okay. Then Namakkal. This is also a data. Okay. But what computer do, it will get information that it get all the data and it process and it produces an information. Okay. So here that the individual things are called data. Okay. You cannot understand. That is uh, in whole you cannot understand. Okay. These three are three different datas. Okay. But if you are making as a sentence by using these three data, that is called the information. Okay, I will show you what is information. So Raja is 16 years old and lives in Namakkal. Students, everyone understood? Students, everyone understood or not?
Yes.
What is data, what is information? Okay, so data means we are getting some individual things, that is just a Raja, then age, Namakkal, that's all. But if you are processing everything and forms a meaningful context, okay, that is called information. Okay, so that is what the definition given here. Okay, clearly see the data means data are raw numbers or other findings which by themselves are of limited value. Okay, raw value, raw. Raw means unprocessed data. Okay. Then information is a data that has been converted into meaningful and useful context. Okay, meaningful processed data is called information. Students understood everyone? What is data? What is information? Okay, right. You can note it down. In the data, you note these three things. Raja, Raja, age 16, Namakkal. Okay. But information, you write this entire example. Raja is 16 years old and lives in Namakkal. You are getting some meaningful sentence, right? This is called the information. You can understand the information, but you cannot understand the data. Okay, that is unprocessed data. Students, everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Everyone noted? Okay. Okay. So then this is the process. Okay. So it accepts the data, process the data and produces information and store the information. Okay. So see the first two are data, the last two are information. Okay. That is meaningful data. Meaningful processed data is called information. Okay. Then you can see the computers are being used extensively nowadays in every life, every field in the form of laptop, desktop, smartphone, gadgets, etc. Okay. So here we are going to learn everything about computer and its basics, how the data are saving, what is data, what is information, what are the structure of the computer, what are the architecture, that what are the equipments present in the computer. Okay, everything we are going to learn. Okay, so see the second slide, this is a one question, what are the functionalities of a computer? Okay, they will ask in exam what are the functionalities of a computer. So what are the this first one, it takes data as a input. Okay, second functionality, it stores data or instructions, stores data or instructions. Third one, it process those stored data. Okay, processing. Then finally, it generating the output. Okay, so that's the same four steps we already learned. That is the these four things. Then fifth one is it controls, computer itself controls all the above steps. That is it take input, storing data, processing data, generating output, everything controlling by the system itself. Okay, No one can control. Okay, it can control itself. Students understood the functionalities of a computer?
Yes, sir.
Yes. We are having 5 functions. Note it down. These are the 5. So students, don't skip the classes. Daily attend everything, and everything you note it down, because every week you are having a weekly test that we have the test portion for that weekly test is what we discussed before that week. Okay, that is the portion. So I hope everyone got the timetable for next week. Yes, students, weekly test timetable.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So computer science is the first exam. So everyone ready for that. The portion will be up to what we are teaching up to Saturday. Okay. What we are going to learn up to Saturday is the portion. So everyone listen carefully. Okay. So the next thing, basic computer organization. That is the architecture. Actually, what the computer having. Okay. So we already know it having 3 things. One is input device. Another one is output device for displaying the output. The third one is CPU. Okay. For processing. And for storing the data, we are having storage. Okay, that we will have the different one, but here the inbuilt memory also there. Okay, so these are the things you should know. That is a called computer architecture. Okay, so what are the components available in the computer? So everyone note it down, this diagram, very important. Okay, so a computer consists of input device, output device, CPU, and a storage device. Okay. Again, the CPU is subdivided into 3 things. One is control unit, second one arithmetic logic unit, third one memory unit. Students understood? Functional components of a computer. They will ask an exam that what are the functional components of a computer, or draw the basic computer organization, or they will ask what is the explain about computer architecture. Okay, everything the answer is same. Okay, so you should explain every device with this diagram. Okay, you should draw the diagram. Students, everyone noted? So only one student responding. What about others? 32 students are there. Students, I like interaction. Okay, because interaction will help you to understand everything. And if you ask doubts, means that is that will help everyone, because everyone have some doubts, but you are not ready to ask me. Okay, if you are having doubts, means I like to explain everything. Okay, I am ready here always for explaining you all the doubts. So don't worry, you can ask me any doubts. Okay, students, clear?
Yes.
Yes. So everyone noted this diagram, this architecture?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so and everyone know what is meant by input device, what is output device, everything that we discussed in the basic class also. Okay, but CPU, okay, you should know everything clearly. Okay, the control unit, what is control unit, what is ALU, that is arithmetic and logic unit. Then memory unit, that is a temporary memory, I already discussed with you. This is for fast process. Okay, so everything we will discuss clearly in the next slides. Okay, but basic structure is very important. Then we are going to explain every units. The first one is input unit. Okay, input unit is the responsible through which we are through which data and programs from the outside world can enter the computer system. Okay, by the help of input device only we are getting the data. Okay, the computer getting the data from the user. Okay, so anyone tell me what are the examples for input unit? Students, you can type in a chat box, or you can tell me what are the example for input devices. Students, yes, respond me in the chat box also. Otherwise, you can tell me what are the example. Tell any example for input devices. So input devices for computer, you know, right? Yes, very good. Keyboard. Then we discussed in the basic classes also the previous 3 days. You can remember anything and tell me. Yes, then Indian said keyboard, right? Very good. Yes, mouse. Very good. Then students, everyone try to tell the answer. Not mice. Mice, not mice, mouse. Then see, there are a lot of input devices available. Okay. So keyboard, mouse, mic, okay. The yes, digital camera, the lot of things available. Okay. Yes. Then what is our output device? Output unit. Okay. So through which we are getting the results. Okay, that
Sir,
results are
monitor.
displayed. Yes. So tell me what are the examples for output device? Yes, monitor is right. Then any other example? Very good. Printer. Good. Then monitors, printers, speakers. Very good. Okay, there are a lot of output devices also available. Okay. So you should clear about this input unit and output unit. Input unit used for getting the data, that is through which the data are entering the computer system. Okay. Output device through which results displaying in the computer. Okay, result showing in the computer, right? So there are, you should know at least 4 examples for each input device and output device. Then next we go for, yes, everyone saying that video card, screen projector. Okay, very good. Roshan, Sanjay, everyone, very good. So now we coming under a control unit. Okay. So what is control unit? Control unit comprises of 3 things. That is a CPU, central processing unit. Okay. Central processing unit consists of 3 things. First one is control unit. Second one, arithmetic and logic unit. It is called as ALU. Okay. Mostly they will call as ALU. Okay. Third one is memory unit. Okay, so what is the use of control unit? So name itself has the meaning. Control unit means it controls the computer. Okay, it controls everything. It organizes the computer to work computer as single unit. Okay, students understood? The control unit, it organizes the computer to work as a single unit. It controls everything. Okay, because without control, everything will be independent, so it cannot be like that. Okay, so everything should be act as a single unit, so control unit helps that. Okay, then arithmetic and logic unit, this is used, that is responsible for performing basic arithmetic operations and logical operations. Okay, it is responsible for arithmetic operations and logical operations. So what is arithmetic operations? So arithmetic operation means normal mathematical calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These are called arithmetic operations. Logical operations means that is based on that Boolean value using and, or, and not gate. Okay. So these are the things controlled by arithmetic and logical unit. Students, everyone clear? Students, everyone clear about arithmetic and logic unit? Arithmetic and logic unit performs arithmetic operation and logical operation. Okay. So arithmetic operations means normal mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Logical operations means it to do the Boolean values with the help of AND gate, OR gate, and NOT gate. Okay. And one more additional information that most modern ALUs have a small amount of special storage unit called registers that can be accessed faster than main memory. Okay, because that will be a nearest memory. So registers are the fastest memory. Okay, these are the some important things you should note down. Okay, so register means that is a special storage unit. Okay, to access faster than main memory. Okay, then the third one is memory unit. Memory unit means a collection of cells each with a unique physical address. Physical address means it can store the entire data. Okay, computer stores all the data. So how to recover, how to access the data for future? Okay, you should know at least anything, whether you can access the data by the data or you can access the data by its address. Okay, so cell having some address, see here, this is the address. Okay, students understood? Memory have some special address to access the data later. Okay, these three are the different units present in the CPU. Okay, that control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, then memory unit. Okay, students clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, I think some people are asking to take notes from the first page. So I'm going to finish it with this. So students, kindly note it down everything I'm going to show you now. Anyway, you will be, you should take notes faster. Okay, so today is the, I give you some excuse. Okay, no issues. But day by day, students, you get some faster. Okay, you practice and write the notes faster. Okay, so the first slide is introduction.